2 joke novel series that aren't going to be that big of a joke anymore because I'm actually going to write them and they're going to be decent one day. With one of them was just about a new take on witches and kind of fairy tales or something, but different, based on some like old concepts that I had once thought of and thought would be funny and to do it. And then the other book was very similar, where it's the first thing I ever wrote actually in terms of novel form, like actually making a novel out of it on a whim for fun as a break from other things. But yeah, I was going to take a break and then ended up writing a whole novel, or like a few, Brandon Sanderson style almost.
Accidental novel.
Yeah, that's kind of when I decided maybe I should actually write novels for real. But that story was built upon jokes that I thought of too, like like other takes on things like giants or whatever. And one of the magic systems not really magic system, just like the way that the people in that world interpret things like karma or karmic propensity or alignment or anything like that, like harmony, is they use the terminology tether, like something that it's not like it's the thing that binds you to the world and your life, but it's like to put it in a really vague sense, like a substance or an ether that allows you to find things that you can be bound to so that you can learn and grow through that thing. So there's like a bunch of tether, it's like a soup, until you clump that soup together, almost like taking the field and the ether of the universe and the frequencies and whatever, and it's like bundling up, and you can bundle up as you want to end up somewhere. And throughout life, you're bundling up energy in certain areas until you eventually have a focus, and that becomes your tether. And then that's a thing that will perpetually manifest in your life as you go through. And in this world, the magic system part of it is it will bundle up and turn into something weird and specific that actually changes everything about you on every level. So if you like little cute things, you might turn into a mouse and have mouse mentality and mouse physicality and things like that. If you were really dense, you would turn into like a dwarf or a troll, or like have those mechanisms going on, things like that. And that is it's a really tangible and visible way, and subtle because it's sneaky, way of like understanding how lining up and harmony and stuff in the universe works. And we're going to use that in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign coming up. The next one is Build the Adventure. So that'll be fun. He's going to be a wizard that uses smell. So the tether is kind of like, there's a soup, and then while growing up, scent becomes like a big part of the character's life and gravitates that way, and then hones it, and you work on that skill, that aspect of life, that tether, until it's like fully fleshed out and a part of oneself, and then you live through life that way. So most things in life are kind of like that, but it's cool to have it more extreme, I guess is the word.
Or more, not even more extreme, but more tangible, or
more visible to everybody else. Because a lot of our tether is things like, I write. Somebody today asked me, is like, does writing make you happy? And I'm like, no, I'm happy, and writing's a thing I can do. And since I'm happy, I'm going to write. And being happy makes writing easier and funner. And they're like, oh, every time I ask questions, it's on one level, and then you answer it on a totally other level. And, that's, writing is like tether. So it's not something that you do to get something from, but it's more you are, and then there's going to be something that is bundled up, and it becomes your context to learn and grow from.